from Hannah Noel. Goes to ground, is going to get the foul. Harris not happy with the decision. It's an interesting one, though, because I feel like if you're giving a foul for that, you almost have to give a yellow because it's such a promising attack.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. The ball's been played away, and then the two collide into each other. I'm not sure I would have given it. I think it's more of a 50-50 that happens sometimes when two players are running at each other with that much speed. You're going to nick the ball away like that. If you're a Howard Payne player, you're expecting the contact afterward.
Just a little too much heat on the free kick. It was a good idea. It's that kind of ball that drops in the box that can be so dangerous. Just allow someone to run on it. You've talked about a lot this year, Scott. Create some chaos in the box, and you never know. Tigers dealing with it well defensively. Maybe a chance for them on the counter. Does well to get round. Really good step.
Great run from Bosco.
Shielded off. Dylan Harrison not happy with it. He thought that was obstruction. So you can shepherd, but to an extent. If you initiate some contact, that can be a foul. That's what Harrison was appealing for. I think if anything, you would have given an indirect free kick, though, for that one. Which is fine. It's my favourite thing, an indirect free kick in the box. Oh, you want to talk about chaos in the box? That's chaos in the box right there. Bosco again uses a speed. She can cut it back.
Oh.
Keeper just between the keeper and the striker.
It's where you want it to end up. Askew just can't get on the end of it. So close. What a ball from Bosco.
And her speed again is what creates that opportunity, right?
Yeah, her speed. She just absolutely skinned her defender with such pace. Unreal from Bosco there.
Cesar nearly gave up on that one. She went back and she slowed. She started running for it again, and that's what put the pressure on Howard Payne.
Oh.
Forces the error. Bosco again skins the defender. Cut across face. Keeper's missed it. Spilled it. And a goal for Abby Schneider. Puts it away. But Michaela Bosco does all the work. 21st assist of her career. We'll get another look at it here. Beautiful work. We've missed her skinning the defender, but the ball comes in, and it's in that place where the keeper's in two minds. Did well to get something on it there, but falls right for the player who was already there. Abby Schneider scores the goal. 1-0 Tigers here, 9 minutes in. Goal for Abby Schneider. The 11th of her career, first of the season. She had 7 last year, so this could be a big sign for her.
Yeah, credit to you, though, for pointing out Michaela Bosco as a player to watch before the game, because that is on the money so far in this one. She has been incredible, created multiple opportunities for the Tigers already, and now creates the goal. What a start for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's exactly the start they would have wanted, because usually when the goals have been coming, they've been second half, they've been late, it's been nervy. I think that'll do a lot for the nerves on the bench and on the field. Oh, that's a great release.
And it's going to hold up. Askew's going to keep it in.
Askew perfectly timed to run, or did she? I'm unclear.
I think they called that it went out of play.
Well, no, he is calling a free kick because he's pointing this direction. It's not...
Interesting.
Is he calling? Yeah, not clear. Not clear what he's calling. Assistant's trying to get words.
I think there's an off-the-ball foul.
Yeah, that could be it. It's obviously what they've called, because possession wasn't there. Look, those things can happen. Obviously, we're watching the action, so I missed it.
That's really clean from Harris there. You have no idea how hard that is with a defender on your back to deal with that ball.
So I header right into the water bottles on the bench here. Didn't come for you this time, though, so we're okay. Scott's been a pretty regular target this season.
I have.
He was saved by a brilliant catch on Friday night.
Oh, that made my life.
That made the highlight reel of the game.
It did make the highlight reel of the game.
Ball forward from Cesar. Beautiful flick on from Schneider. That's going to come out to Bosco. Bosco's quick enough to get this. It's going to hold up anyway. But she's got space now. You don't really want to give Bosco space, especially with support. She has a go. Just a little high. Like the idea, though, from Bosco. I think a lot of defenders, they've given her the space. They're trying to cover the right thing. They're trying to cover the cross. Bosco typically crosses in.
Yeah, and with her pace, they want to keep her from getting down that end line like that, like she has so many times early in the game. But she sees that they're not giving her what they're normally giving her, and she adapts and makes a decision to go for a shot herself. It's a good decision, just needs to keep the shot down a little bit more.
Yeah, look, she gets a lot of attention for her assists, but she has more goals than assists in her career. She's got 33 goals and 20 assists, which are just, video game numbers. FIFA numbers. I can say FIFA now because it's not a real game now. So we're not no guerrilla marketing here. But yeah, 33 goals, 20 assists. She's got 2 assists now this season. 21 assists. I forgot to add the one she just had. But she is quickly approaching 200 career shots too. She's on 197 right now. So Cesar to swing it in. Headed by Bosco, forces the save.
It's a good effort from Bosco. Flicked header to the far post.
Yeah, a little chip on the free kick from Cesar as we have another look at this. Not a common free kick taker. Not the best work on the wall, to be honest. But it wouldn't have mattered. It was chipped over the top. So, but the wall did break early. Good chip, good header. Brings it to 198. 2 more shots and she'll have a 200. Yeah, usually naming someone my player to watch feels like a kiss of death a lot of time. Half the time I'll name someone a player to watch in my notes and then they're on the bench. So
Not today. Bosco's a pretty solid bet all the time for player to watch.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty safe. That's gone out, so it's going to be a goal kick for Howard Payne, who have looked dangerous when going forward. Certainly dangerous on the counter. So we'll see how they go when they get some extended passages here. Good ball forward for Carroll. Going forward, it's looking for Harry. Harry's trying to put the pressure on. But good turn there from Harris. Just lost by Wetzel. Wetzel back on it though. She's got to run it forward, which she finds well. Just can't get that pass through to the Yellow Jackets. Is it going to hold up enough? I think it will. Yes, stayed in. So chance here for Howard Payne to do something. Just couldn't get through the defence. And the Tigers will rebuild now through Clara Richards. Richards going up the wing. Bosco's running onto it. She's going to put that pressure on.
I'll tell you what, Bosco is going to be absolutely exhausted after this first 15 minutes. She has not. Every time they get the ball, they're looking for Bosco down that wing.
Yeah, they heard I named her the player to watch, so they just thought they'd make me look good and give her a lot of attention. And Trinity does like playing on the right, especially in the early stages. And the left is where they've made that one change too, so give your starter some time to bed into being a starter. It's her first career start. Really good work there from Hannah Noel. Cleared away. That was a good win on the second ball there from Brianna Duthert. Cesar. Now with Werner. Werner's a new addition this year. She's not a first-year player. Transferred in this season. She's been a really great addition to the side. Been dangerous. Had big impacts. She has a goal. But Junior transferred in from Coastal Carolina. All the way back for the keeper for Howard Payne. Good header forward. Schneider doesn't come because she was offside. Very smart in the end because they play it to her. She has a go! Across the face. I don't think the keeper got a touch. The keeper did get a touch. A good save there from Landry Combs, which puts it out for a corner. Let's have another look at this one. Just giving her so much space so she thinks she'll have the shot. Yeah, got it. Which was just as well too because I think that was sneaking under her and in. So good save from Landry Combs. Corner kick here for the Tigers. Far post. Just beyond the head of Ilsa Newland. But she's going to chase it down, keep it in. For now, out for a goal kick in the end, though. So 15 minutes down. Trinity 1, Howard Payne 0. I'm Chris Hockman, Scott Lebo with me. Hope you're enjoying us here on Tiger Network. Pressure is coming fairly early from the Tigers, and that's Taylor Campbell now. Going forward for Schneider. She was played on, cleared away. Don't know if they needed to do that. I think I was going out for a goal kick. Maybe there was a concern there was a touch. There might have been that we couldn't see from our vantage point.
Yeah, Schneider had just stopped as well, giving up on the ball, thinking maybe it was going to go out of play. So fortunate for the Tigers if there wasn't a touch.
Oh, that's a tricky bit of control there from Hannah Noel. Cops a bit of a foul as well.
Almost caught it with her chin there.
Yeah, look, she really had to push her head back to get her face out of the way of that one. Because those aren't fun. We've seen a few players get hit in the nose this week. So John Connor Rule, most notably in the men's game, where it was so fast he was dazed that the referee was concerned of a potential concussion. It wasn't. He just got hit in the head with copped it in the nose.
Yeah, his face was quite red after that.
It was very red. Just, and I completely understand the referee. You saw him shaking his head, looking a little dazed for a minute. So, couldn't blame the referee for doing it. Rather be safe than sorry. Tigers back on the ball. Oh, there's a lot of space there, so that allows Richards to play that ball forward. Now maybe a chance for Howard Payne. Turns, looks for Noel. The run continues. It's well covered, though. Good off-the-ball running from Kylie Harris to cover that run. Forced her to play a bigger switch. She's offside. Flag's going to go up. Kate Askew, offside there. The coaching staff for Howard Payne wanted the flag earlier. I understand why they didn't. Because there was a chance that Schneider was going to come through and get on it.
Yeah, there were multiple runners there.
But once Askew touched it, offside. Right decision. And so now free kick here for Howard Payne. Sent just a little flatter than I think she would have liked, which allowed Askew to get on that. Askew's going to come and control. Turns back, which opens up some space. Good decision there. Richards plays it forward, looking for Bosco. Marked heavily. And Howard Payne have realised very quickly that you've got to mark her quick and early, because once she gets her speed up, she's gone. Speed kills. So, going to do a chance for a shot here from Bosco. She takes it. A little too close to the keeper than she wanted.
No, but as a defender myself, I think you're absolutely right. Marking Bosco tightly before she gets the ball is going to be the key for Howard Payne here. They don't want her to get the ball with space. That's when she's dangerous. Force her to take the ball into her control with a defender on her. Force her to not be able to use that speed and force her to have to play 1-2 touch.
Yeah, which she's also good at, which is the challenge, right?
She is also good at that, but you got to take away the strength sometimes.
So, look, in this game and in this heat, speed's just going to absolutely take you out of it. And that's one thing. One thing that's underrated about Bosco's speed is that she wears out defenders, which can lead to errors down the line. So that's why I want good ball forward here from Howard Payne. Right as I'm saying that, Trinity cut it out. So my apologies to the Howard Payne fans on this broadcast. Tigers back on the ball. Going long, looking for Schneider. Just came off the back of her boots. Ends up being a really good pass there for Bosco. Plays it in.
Great find.
Turn from Werner. Good save again from Landry Combs.
It's great build-up play from Trinity. The layoff from Schneider to Bosco. Bosco finding Werner there. Really good play from them.
Hannah Noel very deep. Trinity will like that. Beautiful work from her, though. Been impressed with her early. Goes over the top. Trinity have let it bounce. Big opportunity here for the Yellow Jackets. Ava Thompson clean through. Has a go. A little too close to the keeper. The follow-up's there. Well left by Ilsa Newell. That's beautiful communication. She looks at her goalkeeper. We're going to have another look at this. Well positioned as well. from Lauren Lewis. But if you look at it, she has a look back at the goalkeeper, make sure she's there and she's okay before she makes a decision. Then she knows the keeper's okay and in space. Lets her grab the ball.
That's a really important save from Lewis as well. Letting Howard Payne score there against the run of play could be really detrimental if it had happened. And Lewis hasn't faced too many shots yet this season, yet to allow a goal, but hasn't had much to do throughout the year. It's been the Trinity back line that's really been contributing to their shutouts. So for her, it's one of her first saves of the season.
It's a beautiful goal! Beautiful little flicked back heel for the goal from the Tigers. Sorry to interrupt, Scott. I believe that was Brie Werner picking it in off her studs. We'll get another look at it, though, where we can give it a good call. This is a beautiful little cut back. And then, yeah, Schneider just across, little back heel off the base of her feet. Bosco, 2 assists already tonight, 22 in her career. Now, Brie Werner, second goal of the season, second goal of her career. Been a great addition to this team. Transferred in. She was a top 5 national goal scorer in high school, so I always knew she had that ability, but she just didn't get the game time to really let that show as much in Coastal Carolina. She played a decent amount, but just often wasn't in the position I think she would have liked. She played deeper for Coastal Carolina. Now she's playing more up front for Trinity, and that's really paying off.
No, and in the grand scheme of things, that's a huge moment for the Tigers.
Oh, it's another one! It sneaks into the far post! Shot across the face. Beautifully placed strike. Just perfectly out of the reach of the keeper, who hasn't done that badly. But it's a perfectly placed strike. Hits the bottom corner of the post.
Dan, I just want to take you back like 2 minutes ago when Howard Payne almost scored, and now 2 goals for Trinity since then. It's been a crazy turnaround.
Just absolutely perfectly placed goal. Nothing the keeper could do about that. I hope she keeps her head up, because there's nothing, absolutely nothing you can do about that. That's just a great strike. Clara Richards, her first goal of the season, third of her career, the junior defender out of Buffalo.
And they're in again here.
Another opportunity that backs her up. Bosco with the run, cuts in. Keeper was already shaping to dive there too.
That's a tough spot if you're Schneider to get your feet sorted out at that near post to try and flick it back behind you.
Yeah, Werner offside. Even I could tell that from my terrible position. Tigers making subs early. That's what the goals can afford you. 3-0 here. So easily the best start they've had this season.
No, and it's crazy because, like I said, it could have been 1-1. Howard Payne, quick counterattack. A little bit of a mistake at the back. Lewis forced to make a save. If that ends up in the back of the net, we're 1-1 here.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up before we had 2 quick goals, was Lewis's save stat. She has made 5 saves, so she's now at 6. She's only faced 21 shots. So, actually 22, because there's 2 in this game. 1 was off target. So, still counts as a shot faced for a goalkeeper.
6 saves in this, the 4th game of the season.
We are at game 5. Yeah, game 5. Currently 2-0-2. Well, as things stand, 3-0-2. As things stand. We've definitely seen things. Beautiful footwork there from Trinity. Good ball out wide. Schneider just can't chase it in. Looks like they're changing a little bit with the shape there too. They're putting players in different positions to try different things out.
Yeah, I also think it's a natural transition there. Bosco picks up the ball, starts carrying infield. Schneider's natural run then is to go back and take up that space that Bosco's left open. Good idea between the two of them. Just doesn't come off that time.
So Isabella Rueda came on there. Also saw Sailor Havens. There was one other change made by the Tigers. They usually make some changes around it. Risky back pass off a goal kick. Very nearly an opportunity there. Oh, it was Madison Bargansky, the substitute, that I missed. That was who nearly ran on that one. That was very, very risky with the Tigers knocking. But yeah, wow, this game has changed in just such a small space of time. You're right, Scott, you were talking about it. Could have been 1-1. What are we, 5 minutes ago? And now all of a sudden it's 3-0. But, like, we've seen the signs. We've seen the signs from Howard Payne, so don't think at 3-0 this is over by any means. Tigers going forward. That's Buganski. And now Howard Payne back on the ball. Gregor went over the top. It's been a successful play for them. Played back to Lewis. It's a back pass, so she can't pick it up. I have seen players do creative things in those situations to make it not a back pass. Goes forward. She's on. Werner's definitely on.
Good touch as well.
Played on there. Has it go? It has hit the corner again. Another well-placed strike. Beautiful turn from Werner. She puts it away. She was kept onside by a defender who was hanging back just a little bit. And so it's 4. 20 minutes to play here still in the first half. 4-0 for the Tigers. Player coming in for Howard Payne is Sydney Tate.
No, and put that goal down to the quality of the first touch from Werner. You'll see it right here. This first touch just gives her so much space. She's got a defender on her back. It takes her away from the defender, and then she can just have that space to shoot a cross goal. And again, just out of the reach of the goalkeeper. Not really anything she can do. Just placed to perfection off that far post again.
Yeah, so water break. We've been talking a ton about how disgustingly hot it is. It's hot. Don't move to Texas, basically. It's hot. But yeah, I mean, it's clinical first 25 minutes here from Trinity. This is easily the most clinical they've been. Don't know if it's necessary. They've played very well in these other games. Like, let's not let some tight results and scores shape things. They've been good.
No, the difference is that they're being clinical in front of goal today. You know, they've been clinical all over the field in previous games, just lacking that final touch. And today, not at all. Some great finishes. Yeah,
it's been really, really much improved effort from the Tigers in front of goal. Maybe a couple of little tactical tweaks there have been a part of that. But yeah, really impressive stuff from Trinity. Easily the most clinical performance from them this season. And it shows. 4-0. 7 shots too, so they haven't wasted many. And just again, Landry comes, you got to feel for her on that one too. She really went for it. You could see a dive. She put in a run to get there, put in a dive, and it's just out of reach. That's how well placed that goal is. Almost identical to the second or the third goal.
I believe it was the third
goal. So 2 straight that are just perfectly placed. But yeah, it was looking like a really tight game not that long ago, and now here we are at 25 minutes in, and it's 4-0. Just out of nowhere. Finally had an assistant referee on the far side that was smart enough to come over and get a drink. So referee's coming back on to get us going. Going to get restarted with the kickoff for Howard Payne. Take us a timeout. I think it's smart. Use it as basically a timeout. Trinity did too. Howard Payne taking as long as they possibly can to kind of regroup here. Because I don't think they've been terribly bad defensively on these. They've just been caught out. Like, certainly, I don't think that Landry Combs in goal has really made any major mistakes here. It's just been great strikes from the Tigers that have made it 4-0. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one to take, knowing how close you were to making it 1-1. And now look at the scoreboard and it's 4-0. Luckily for them, they're playing in front of the scoreboard, so they won't be looking up at it much. But yeah, just hasn't gone to plan, to say the least, for Howard Payne. But the bright side is, hey, 25 minutes gone. There's still tons of time. It's 4-1's back, but obviously it's going to be really difficult from here, even with all that time. But Still got 65 minutes. Tigers let that one bounce. Ball going out wide right for Bosco. This time she just stands off, but she stops the run coming. Chance to cut this back, though, or just keep going. Oh. There it is. Beautiful ball across the face. 5 for Trinity. Just on an absolute dime. Striker doesn't have to do anything at all. Striker could stand there, and that's going in the back of the net. We'll get another look at this.
And
perfect
it's skinned
pass
around the corner once again.
Oh, it's great work, really, from Rueda. She steps back away from her defender. Defender gets sucked into the ball. Rueda gets the goal. First of her career for the junior midfielder. So big congratulations to Isabella Rueda. She won't get many that are that simple a finish. But the hard work was done. Really great run. Really great pass. That was absolutely on a dime.
Alex Doran and Michaela Bosco did really well as well in the build-up. Bosco just slowed down. Doran made that run down the sideline from her central position, picked up the ball, put in a great cross. Just all around really well done in the attacking third again from Trinity.
Yeah, Doran. I believe that's her first assist. Yes, it is. First-year midfielder out of Burnie. Not too far from here.
I think she got her first goal on Friday as well.
Scored her first goal on Friday. Yes, she did. So whenever she scores, it's a game winner. So if she scores today, though, that stat would change. Oh, it's a good run not to give up on it from Boganski. She might have even won a corner there. She has. She had no right to win a corner there. That's good work from Boganski.
Trinity have been building pretty much exclusively down that right side where Bosco's playing. You just got a feel for that side of the Howard Payne defense. Bosco and the rest of them have been tearing up that right side. It's been really hard for them, doing a lot of diverse things, lots of different runs, skinning them around the end with pace on numerous occasions. It's been a great start for Trinity down the side, but a tough start for Howard Payne.
Yeah, been difficult for them. Scoreboard reflects that difficulty. There's a run there, wide right, just like you're talking about. Opportunity to swing it in. Takes the block, so it'll be a corner. Howard Payne will take the corner. Always prefer a corner to an open shot. It's going to be Bosco coming over to take it. She's on a hat-trick of assists. Corner swung in, far post. Looking for Newland. Wanted to head that across, just goes out of play. So it's a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets here. I do think the score maybe flatters Trinity just a little bit.
No, I think they're full value for having a lead and a multiple goal lead, but 5 is a bit harsh on any team for a first half. But full credit to Trinity. They've scored and they've taken advantage of Howard Payne kind of settling down after a goal. Twice now they've scored right from kickoff pretty much, which I think just is credit to Trinity not turning the gas off while Howard Payne trying to settle back down after allowing a goal. Those moments after you've allowed a goal or scored a goal are very crucial. That first 5 minutes, and Trinity have dominated the 5 minutes after goals.
Oh, beautiful through ball from Askew. Well, good recovery. We talk a lot about recoveries here. That was a great one from HPU to put it out for a throw. In fact, they've won the throw. So Tatum Mercer will be very happy with that. Subs keep coming.
Number 6, Ashlyn Lorenz. Number 32, Nick Gossett. For Trinity, number 10.
Bosco gets a break. She could have a
30-minute halftime.
Yeah, well, I was going to say she could have a player of the match trophy right now if the game was still to go 90 minutes and she doesn't go back in.
Yeah, probably. It's going to take work to have somebody not get the player of the match award. A lot of space. I think she even had more space than she thought. Could have kept making that run.
That was one of the Newland sisters, and they're both on the field right now. You always like to point that out.
Yeah, the Newland combo. Yeah, we have a few combos this year coming to Paul McGinley Field. Opportunity to get round. There's taking a touch though, so it'll be a corner.
And an opportunity for someone else to take it. Bosco's typically that corner kick taker on both sides. She just came off.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be Nina Pollock coming over to take it. Swung in, near post this time, just over Barganski. Howard Payne have a little bit of trouble getting it away, but they eventually do.
That was a great ball. Really dangerous area.
Yes, near post one can kind of catch people by surprise too. You always mark up far post because it's the more likely option. Thrown in, but cleared away by Howard Payne. Now maybe an opportunity for the Yellow Jackets. Going forward, makes the space, run continued.
It's great footwork in there from Barganski, just couldn't find that pass in the end.
Yeah, was looking for Doran.
These Trinity substitutes have not dropped the level. High press at times from them as well. Trinity just dominating possession right now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see at halftime. The possession stat, save stat, 4-2, but it's 9 shots to 2 on goal in favour of the Tigers, which means they're scoring with more shots on goal than they're not scoring. 5 goals off 9 shots, 2 fouls apiece. Well, that's about to change. It's now 3 for HPU. Tigers with a good opportunity here on the free kick. So free kick here for the Tigers. Kylie Harris standing over, one of the starters that's still in. Swung in, middle of the area. Good work from Howard Payne, gets that header. Chance here for the shot. Blocked well on the follow-up. Tigers regather it again, go down right. There's some space here to get that ball back in quickly. Comes in. Did it take a touch? No. So goal kick. And a substitution for the Yellow Jackets. Gabby Garza coming in.
In for Howard Payne, number 11, Gabby Garza.
Cleared, but not far enough from the Yellow Jackets. Back with Trinity again. Back up the right. Story of the day so far. Tigers working around. Space now for the... Oh, no, it has run out. So just ran out. Hold the ball, hold the line. Is the rule. We're never going to see it because we're on the opposite side of the field, but I'm going to go with the AR on that one. He's right there. Throw in for Howard Payne. Crunching challenge. Well done. Still, though, ball falls for the Tigers. It's frustrating to have such a good challenge and then the pass just gives it away.
Yeah, it just feels like every 50-50, every loose ball is falling to a white shirt, which can be really frustrating, especially when you're down like this. You want to get a foothold in the game, have a spell where you can keep the ball. Defending like this for so long is exhausting as well, so you got to feel for that back line. They're probably wiped out and will be wiped out when halftime comes.
Xana Newland cuts inside, gets the block on, which keeps it alive for the Tigers. Again, that's what you're talking about. That ball just spins favourably for the Tigers. Speaking of Newland, there's Ilsa. Back again for Harris. Also, Newland has played almost every single minute this season.
Has there been a minute that she hasn't played?
Yeah, I think she played 87 in one game, if I remember right. I'm going to have a look at it. Let me pull her up here. I'm going to say I'm pretty sure it's not a multiple of 90. Yeah, she's got 351.
Gotcha. I do not remember a minute without her in the game, and she has been fantastic for Trinity so far this season. If not their best player, one of their best players, just absolutely solid, and a big part of the reason why they haven't allowed a goal yet this season.
Yeah, they've been so strong defensively, the Tigers. Really hard to break down. That's what made that chance for Howard Payne so dangerous. They attempted the turn there.
Yeah, that chance for Howard Payne was one of the more clear-cut chances I've seen this season against Trinity.
Yeah, Anna Newland just couldn't get that turn that she wanted. Physical work there. And earns the foul. Really good work there from Kiana Chastain. Yeah, the 215s. Symmetrical violence. Really strong work. She did well. She got her body around the defender, forced the mistake. And it's going to be a free kick for Howard Payne. Looking to send it long straight away. Have been impressed with the delivery there. There's been a few of those today from the Yellow Jackets where they send it long just dipping down. They're so dangerous. So that was a little closer in than where it was taken from. Could have been a really, really dangerous opportunity. So 10 minutes to go here. Change is coming for Howard Payne. It's Ella Sutton. And for Trinity, Matthew Hartnett comes in. She's had a few cameos this year. The local girl, Matthew Hartnett, went to Alamo Heights High School. She was all region this year. Tell you what, that first season when you come from high school to college is so difficult, in part because you're playing 2 seasons in a year.
Well, if you're from Texas.
If you're in Texas, you're playing 2 seasons a year, which is where a lot of players here are from. Goes wide, goal kick. Yeah, you've just come off your senior season in high school, and then summer ends, and hey, guess what? Time for your first college season straight away.
Although, to be fair, I think that's the feeling for most seasons throughout high school as well, because most people will play for high school and a club team. So you'll have, fall season, you'll be playing with one. Winter, you'll probably have some off-season fitness, and then spring you'll go again. Summer off-season fitness, and then you'll go again in the fall.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. So maybe it's not all that different. We do see a lot of recruitment in soccer these days comes through clubs more than high schools. And it's a beautiful turn. Just didn't come off. But Barganski gets the ball under her feet, uses the base of her shoes, makes the turn. I think if they can switch it quickly, they could have some, beautiful through ball. Lewis, quick off a line, hoofs it away. Great stuff from Lauren Lewis. But a lot of plays. I mean, if you play MLS Next, you're not allowed to play for your high school now. So a lot of things are scouted through clubs instead of high schools, or at least exclusively through high schools like it used to be.
I think it's good for the game, but I think players care more or feel more passionately about their high school teams just because it's a little closer to home. It always feels fun to play when you got your classmates and these people that you know. It's similar to college where people that you know are going to come out and watch you, people you have class with, your teachers.
Yeah, you definitely play in front of more people in high school. Club games don't always get a big crowd. Except for maybe the big tournaments out in Bay Lake, Florida. Beautiful turn there from Hartnett. She's in space. Has a go. That wasn't far off. Not a bad idea with that much space to have a shot.
No, and that bottom corner has been a home for a lot of goals in this half.
Yeah, they might be checking for a magnet at half-time. A good shot too. Good time to take the shot because we saw a defender coming over to cover it. Certainly the keeper wasn't expecting that shot. A throw here for Trinity. About 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Trinity 5, HPU 0. Of course, they've played one game before and it was 6-0 for Trinity, so that scoreline is still on. Bosco's increased her assist performance. She got 1 in that one. She's got 2 today already. Wouldn't be the first Trinity player to have a hat-trick of assists this season because Will Powell for the men had one earlier game this season.
Give him the corner flag, right? Isn't that what we're saying? Instead of a match ball, a match flag.
Yeah, you get a corner flag for the assists. We do have a few back here in the sheds, so could spare one. Good pressure there from the Tigers that's forced that. Hint of a push, referee disagrees. Throw in for the Tigers. Just things have settled a little bit. It was a pretty frantic 10 minutes there.
Oh.
Doran beats one, can't beat the second.
Doran's another one of those young players I've been really impressed with, though.
Yeah, she's done well. 4 goals, 4 appearances already. So she's played in every game, scored that goal on Friday. Already played 142 minutes in her first 5 games. Well, she's played more than that now. But the first games of her collegiate career. Goes inside, which wasn't expected. It's going to be a corner.
You know who, interestingly, we haven't seen in this game so far?
Creek. Ellie Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that as well, which might be, maybe she's going to get a longer stint in the second half.
Could be.
Or maybe Dylan Harrison just goes, I know what I've got.
Yeah.
We're 5-0 up. Maybe I don't need to play Creek. I know what I've got in Creek.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do with the lineup to start the second half. This is not a situation that they've been in so far this season where they can go into the second half and know that they don't have to play starters.
Good stuff from the goalkeeper. Keeps it in front of her. Corner kick there had to be the only decision because otherwise it's going to be a foul. So if you didn't get the ball, you got the player. Goes along with the goal kick. Trinity can't afford it to bounce since there was no one running onto it. But now a chance for the counter. Good through ball, just cut out. Great work defensively there from Kayla Boven.
Important interception there. Few times Trinity just been caught out with some potential through balls. Just haven't quite fallen for Howard Payne, but the opportunity's been there.
Yeah, they've had some chances. Boven could cut out there. She did make the SCAC All First Year team last year. So quality showing again in the back line. Of course, a historic year for Trinity. It's their last year in the SCAC. Which next game, SCAC play gets going. Well, next home game. Next game you're going to hear us on. Tigers just settling on the ball a little bit. Look, there's no urgency needed from the Tigers at this point. They got the 5-0 lead. Happily take that into the sheds.
Almost every player for Trinity has touched the ball in this period of possession, which is just so impressive.
Yeah, all 11 Howard Payne players were behind the ball for a moment there.
This is a really impressive spell of possession right now.
This would be one of those times it'd be great if we had the ongoing possession, last 5 minutes stat. Turns well.
Great find as well.
Yeah, good ball out for Anna Newland, who's going to win a throw. For the Tigers, as we hit the last 90 seconds of the half. Trinity 5, Howard Payne 0.
Some of the Howard Payne players just really sucking air right now. It's been a tough half for them. A lot of defending to do, and defending is hard work. It takes a lot out of you to defend this much and for this long.
Beautiful turn there from Boganski to create the chance. Cross finds the defenders though. It's going to go out for a throw. Newland is running over. She's just going to let it go out. Throw in for the Tigers. Goes forward for Newland. Good touch, vital touch, because that was going through. That was going to be a beautiful through ball. So good touch there from Miller Sutton for the Yellow Jackets. Throw in for the Tigers. Newland, Anna Newland that is, makes the turn. Sends it across. That's perfectly placed ball. Just couldn't get the turn. Good work defensively there. Madison Nance, I want to say that was.
And that pass, in the end, it looks like just a clearance, but the ball was on. It was a great run on the far side of the field. Just a little bit too much power on it, but that could have been a really good opportunity for Howard Payne again.
Nearly one there. I think it's been the story for Howard Payne. There's been some chances, like 5-0 is not fair on Howard Payne. They've not been that far off it. But that's where we are at halftime. Trinity 5, Howard Payne 0. Going to be two very different halftime talks as we hit the break. We'll get a look at these 5 goals now. Just some beautiful passing there from Bosco. Took 2 bites at it, did Schneider, but she put it away. Second, another ball across, and then a beautiful little flick off the studs. And again, beautifully placed shot, hits the bottom corner. Not much the keeper could have done on that one.
I think that was a Bosco assist.
Oh, so she has a hat trick.
I think that's a hat trick of assists already.
And then another shot across the face, and again, off the bottom corner. And then the tap in. Just perfectly placed, right to her foot, didn't have to do much. So there we are at halftime. It's Trinity 5, Howard Payne 0. Unsurprisingly with that scoreline, they're dominating those attacking stats. 4 offsides is a product of that. And the 5 corners. So we will be back here in around 14 minutes to bring you that second half. Don't go away. Welcome back. We're here for the second half. Trinity 5, Howard Payne 0. Run you through some stats. So, Michaela Bosco already has a hat-trick of assists. They've given her 4. 58% was the possession total to Trinity in that first half. 45% of their possession is in that second half of the attacking half. So, sort of the second quadrant. But only 6% in the back quadrant. In fact, only 25% of their total possession was in their own half. So they were very busy, very attack-minded. We'll see how they come out second half. Made a lot of changes, including Claire Binns is in goal for the Tigers to start the second half. And they've also given a rest to Ilse Newland. So very different lineup here from the Tigers, even than we saw at the end of the half. So it's a completely different 11 almost. A couple players survive. Hartnett, Doran, they stay on. But pretty much everybody else has changed out. Swung in, middle of the box. Keeper comes. That's a great claim. Phenomenal goalkeeping from Landry Combs there. Comes out confidently, leaps high and claims that we'll get another look at it. Good ball in from Doran. But just confident goalkeeping. Puts a body on the line too. Gets in between two. Great take from her. She's made 5 saves, so that's now 6 saves from her. Well, they don't count that as a save stat, but that's not fair. That's a push in the back. So free kick here for the Tigers in a bit of a dangerous position. You can loop it in. Of course, emphasising how hot it's been. It's been dry. You can see how dry it's been in the penalty area there. A couple dry spots. Which I was going to say, well, with, a couple weeks off, but club soccer's playing here, so...
They might not let us play here because they need to do some field maintenance. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. Beautiful ball in, but just a bit of a touch there, I think, defensively takes the pace away.
That was a peach of a set piece there from Harris.
Beautiful ball in. Harris, one of the starters that is back on the field. Doesn't have an assist yet in her first season, so maybe does today. Skins one defender, gets a corner. It's important defensively that you only get beat once. You get past one defender, that's okay. Don't get past the second. That's when it really starts getting troublesome. So a corner here for the Tigers, near side of the highway end. Goes in, far post. Balgobin just left that space. It's well left. Then it's hit the back of the nets. Not quite sure who it's came off. I think it's Balgobin who's put that away. So that's her first collegiate goal. And she gets it home. She made that run away that left the space for the ball to bounce into. Sets it up. And I believe that is Ariana Balgobin's first goal. Oh no, Ellie Creek.
I think Creek's the one that has a hit at it in the first place. It comes back across the middle then.
Let's see here. There's Creek.
And
I can't tell if Balgobin got a touch.
I don't know. Half the players turned to Balgobin and half the players turned to Creek. So
we're gonna try and rewind it and see here. I think she did.
Looks like she does.
I think she did.
It's an intentional touch.
I'm giving that to Balgobin. So Balgobin with a touch. Puts it away, makes it 6 for the Tigers, which equals the result the last time these two teams played, the only time these two teams have played each other. So Tigers, hungry start there, which you don't always see, but because he's made the transition to have a very different team in for the second half, a lot of these players want to impress, want to get some time. Balgobin's one of them. She'll feel like she hasn't had as much time as she's wanted. She's played 34 minutes so far this season, but scores her first collegiate goal. Her sister's also playing college soccer. She's at Hamlin. Grandfather Lennox played for Trinidad and Tobago. Like the legendary Dwight York. Good opportunity to turn. Probably Trinidad and Tobago's most famous athlete that's not a cricket player, Dwight York. Oh, beautiful work there. Good run from Doran. Look to try and cut outside. Good block defensively from Brooke Douthit. Let's put it out for a throw. Goes forward for Doran. Douthit again. Push in the back. Going to be a free kick. Wasn't entirely subtle about that one. So, opportunity here. Virtual corner, really. So we'll see what routine they run here. And she back up and setting up in the middle. She was far post on the last one. That produced the goal. Difference between this and a corner, of course, is you can be offside. So, setting up well. Goes into the keeper. She spilled it. Good recovery from the Yellow Jackets. It's all you can ask of your defence. Is to recover when that happens. I think she helped herself out. She dropped it right at her feet instead of dropping it at somebody else's. And that allows the defence to recover and clear it away. Despite the 6-0 scoreline, Landry Combs hasn't done much wrong.
No, she hasn't been put in positions where she's had much of a chance to make a save or make an impact on the game. It's just been really good shots from Trinity, really good finishes when they've been presented with the opportunity to score.
So good run here from the Tigers. Swung in. It's bounced far post. Came for Doran. Controlled well. Beats one challenge. Has a shot. It's high. Keeper just couldn't get there. That's a beautiful hit. And a great goal. Scored there by Erin Heath. Her first goal of the season. The 6th of her career. Junior midfielder out of Lake Jackson. Puts it away. Really great strike because it's at the perfect height. It's just too difficult for the keeper to deal with. Breaks through the hands, hits the backs of the net. Good strike, really good strike. She put too much on it. And it's a great strike from her. And it's 7 now for the Tigers. Haven't really given much sign they're going to let off here.
No, and I don't think that they should let off in the sense that they have such a deep bench with so many players that want to prove themselves, have an opportunity to play at this level. And so when you have all these younger players on, players who don't have as much experience at the collegiate level, you don't want them to come in and kind of sit back and just rest on the laurels. You want them to go and try and prove themselves, and that's what they're doing right now.
Balgobin did well to turn there, took a heavy challenge. Ball comes in far post, but no one's there to meet it. And it will be a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. Gotta admit, Yellow Jacket is a fearsome mascot. I'm more likely to run into a Yellow Jacket that's going to try and kill me than I am a Tiger. So they've got that going for them. It's a solid mascot.
Both my siblings got stung by Yellow Jackets.
Oh, well, there you go. See,
this summer, so
they know. Both players just lost track of where the ball was for a minute there. So it goes out. Of course, there is a matchup for Trinity against my favourite SCAC mascot. But it's going to be on the road, so I don't get to see them again.
Remind us of what that is again.
Austin College. It's the Kangaroos. Celebrating the wild kangaroo fields of the city of Austin. It's the only SCAC mascot I have the only mascot of any team I have a tattoo of. Got nothing to do with Austin College though.
You're a big Austin College supporter.
Just huge.
It's your passion. That's why you're here calling the Trinity games.
Good ball there from Balgobin. Comes out wide. Oh, beautiful run from Doran. Has it go near post. Keeper did well. Stayed behind it. Blocks it. Keeps it in.
And it's one of those where commonly when you see a player cut in like that, they're going to go far post. So it's a little clever from Doran there to try and go to that near bottom corner. Sometimes you can catch a keeper starting already to drift to that far post. We saw it with the men on Friday. Similar way that Cam Smith scored his goal off of a brilliant set piece. Almost pulled off there, but goalkeeper prepared, well aware of that opportunity.
just a little ahead of Balgobin there. Yeah, and I think not a bad idea too, because she's already been stung twice today with a shot across the face into that bottom corner. So have a go near post, because she's going to be conscious that she's had those. And the sun's in her eyes for this half too. We just saw her shielding her eyes.
Yeah, and that might have been a factor on that last goal. Just hard to get
you gotta look
a
up.
strong hand on it in this type of environment right now.
So another free kick opportunity here. This could be direct.
It's really great footwork from Ellie Creek there to win that free kick as well. Seen our fair few free kick goals this season.
We have, although a lot of them were from Southwestern.
Yeah.
Michael Grimm, who we will get a chance to see again, because they are SCAC, so they will play each other. One last SCAC game between Trinity and Southwestern. But we have seen plenty as well from Trinity. So, dangerous opportunity here for the Tigers. Maggie Hartnett standing over it.
Center back. I don't mind it. I took set pieces like this in school.
I'll go short. Didn't really trick anyone, unfortunately, for the Tigers. There was, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Colombia, had a goalkeeper that took set pieces. There's a goalkeeper from Iraq that took set pieces.
Well, there was at one point a professional goalkeeper who would take all their direct set pieces, including penalties, for a team, which is extremely risky.
Sao Paulo's goalkeeper is the highest scoring goalkeeper.
Yep.
I'm spacing on the name right now, but yeah, the goalkeeper for Sao Paulo.
It's risky though. You miss it.
You've got to get on your
horse.
You've got to score. You've got to put it out for a goal kick. Like those are your two options. He was also their number one penalty taker. He took all their penalties, which again, you got to score or you got to miss. You can't. It's got to go out for a goal kick in that situation. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of goalkeepers taking free kicks. Huge fan. I had a friend of mine who was absolutely determined to score an A-League goal as a goalkeeper, and it was late in the season. His team was already eliminated from the playoffs, and he ran the length of the field when they got a penalty. Corner kick here for the Tigers. So Danny Vukovic has one. Actually, I think he has 2 A-League goals to his name. I think he scored a header as well. One time coming up for a corner.
Anna Khan coming in. You question whether she was healthy before the game. I think it's the first time she's come on.
Yeah, it's her first appearance today.
In this game. It's interesting. If she's dealing with a knock, you'd think maybe you give her a rest, but it's also maybe an opportunity just to let her feel it out, see how it feels in a less physical environment now.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully a less physical environment at least. You never know. Sometimes these games that
can get
that
dirty.
balloon out start getting physical. So corner from down the hill does make it difficult to get enough on them because you're just so off balance. She stayed on side. She got back. So a chance to swing it in.
Oh.
Cuts inside. It's a good cut back. Good block though.
Such great footwork from her as well.
Swung in, but just too near. It's going to go out for a goal kick. But yeah, Danny Vukovic has an early goal. Mark Bosnich has an international goal for Australia, who did one of the wildest things I've ever seen in a game, where he played for both teams. Australia played Manchester United back when he was playing for Manchester United, before things happened.
Those are always a funny one when you get... Hasn't happened in a while that a country has had a friendly with a club team.
It happens a lot. You just don't know about them because they're all B internationals. But like before the World Cup, you'll often line up against a club side. It's just always going to be behind closed doors in case you get smashed. But yeah, it happens a lot.
Well, I remember there was a Dutch side that played Bayern Munich, I believe it was, and then Ian Robin had missed a penalty for Bayern Munich in the Champions League final the season before, and then went and played with the Netherlands in the summer. And so when this friendly came around and he decided to play for the Dutch, it was a little controversial.
Yeah, and a completely meaningless game that doesn't count for anything.
Nobody cared. But so I think the Bayern fans were not happy about it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. They're local rivals to the Germans as well, so,
Yeah.
you know. Big rivalry there between Germany and the Netherlands. Netherlands might be the best team to have never won a World Cup. Got close.
Yeah. That 2014 Netherlands team and 2010 Netherlands teams were so good. Three-headed dragon of Schneider, Robin, and Van Persie.
Yeah, they were hard to stop. Spain figured it out, though.
They did.
Swung in, near post. Great ball in. Well covered, though, by Howard Payne. 3 defenders right on where it was going. They knew where it was going to go. Had already been flagged. Shot comes. Keeper's there, though. And saves it. So half an hour to go here. 7-0 Trinity lead. HPU. Stick with us. We've got the men next. Trinity versus HPU. For Trinity, their next match. Christopher Newport on Friday. 5 p.m. It's going to be 4 p.m. Central Time. Howard Payne next up for them is Dallas, University of Dallas. On Thursday. At home, so for those of you in Brownwood, make sure you get out to that game. Good ball forward. These have been where they've been dangerous, sending that ball forward long. Balgobin. Out wide left, wider than she often plays. She's usually a central attacking player. Goes back out for it. Good pass. Tigers switches on. That's what they're going to do. Setting it out for Williard. Has a go. I think she was trying to chip the keeper, but just got a little too under it. She put it right into the arms of Combs. And so the Tigers get first control here.
That was really well done by Aaron Heath there, just to tap that back out of the air to Ellie Creek.
Maybe a chance here to send it forward. Good ball. Just can't get through, but it was a good turn from Madeline Harry. So subs can come on for Howard Payne. We got Logan Craig coming in. Abby Wetzel comes back on, and Ashlyn Lorenz. I believe that's 3 first-year players. No, Logan Craig's a sophomore. I think that's one of the challenges for Howard Payne, is that their bench is very young. Got a young bench to the Yellow Jackets. Throw here for the Tigers. Gabby Garza getting ready to come on for the Yellow Jackets. Kayla Boven for the Tigers.
Into the Yellow Jackets, number 11, Gabby Garza. Into the Tigers, number 24, Kayla Bogan.
It's going to be Hannah Noel coming off for Howard Payne. She's looked dangerous going forward for them when they've had the opportunity to do so. And we'll restart with a Tigers throw. Taken by Boven. She has to do that weird thing where you've got to step on the pitch, though. You can't just run over and take the throw. You have to actually step on the pitch to be an actual substitute.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, fun fact. You can't just run over and take the throw. You have to put a foot in play before you're allowed, because otherwise you are not a substitute. You haven't come on the field yet.
The more you know.
It's a weird situation. Comes up a lot in college soccer because that's one of the few situations where you can sub is a throw.
Yeah.
Seen it more than once.
She
Oh, she's got space. She could have a go. They covered her well. Forced her onto a less favoured foot. Sends it out wide. Although she is ambidextrous with the feet. So.
Yeah, I think she could have taken the shot a little bit earlier. That's when the initial opportunity presented itself. If she took an early left-footed shot, instead tries to cut it back onto her favorite right foot, like you said, gets shut down, and then has to settle for the left-footed shot in the end anyways.
Zemi on. She scored the last time these two teams played each other. This is usually her A little bit earlier than her usual cameo time, actually. Usually comes on with about 20 to play. To make an impact, she's going to try and come in and challenge there. But she's a beautiful finisher as Maya Ozimi. Got great footwork too. We just saw it on display. Ball wide right. Good work defensively. Great work defensively because she's won a goal kick. Bounced it back off of it. So a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. About 19 minutes gone in the second half. 7-0 Tigers over Howard Payne. It's the biggest lead we've seen here at Paul McGinley Field this season. Blocked, so it'll be another throw for the Yellow Jackets. Hannah Khan gets stuck in there. Off the back of the player. Just held up there. I think one of the things that's making it hot today, we don't have any wind.
Yeah.
In previous games, we've had that wind coming in from the goal that Trinity's attacking. Not today. Just perfectly still.
Yeah, this fan behind us is really helping me out, but the players don't get that benefit.
They do not get that benefit. Yeah, I'm sure ice baths will be welcome after the game. Cleared away, but still with the Tigers. 21 players on this side of halfway. Only exception is Claire Binns in the Trinity goal. Just hanging back a little bit. Creek.
Really well done there.
Send back for Boven. Khan. Just can't keep it in. She knew it too. She knew it was out. She was just hoping she could keep playing and get away with it. So throw in here for Howard Payne. Tigers smartly let it bounce there. There was no one running on, no pressure. Cleared upfield. I mean, this is the longest we haven't seen Ilse Newland all season. So it goes out for a throw. I mean, we could have the first ever time we've seen Anna without Ilse
Could be.
on the park.
I think Ilse will be disappointed if they allow a goal while she's
off the park.
While she's off. She'll probably be very proud of her
But she'll
defense.
get to say that she's kept a clean sheet
True.
all year, so you know. Claire Binns making her first appearance of the season, hasn't had anything to do. I don't think she's even had the ball back to her yet. It's going to go out for a throw. Throw for the Yellow Jackets, so well won there. Doing some good stuff defensively. They just cannot get it out. So much of this half has been played in this half. I can't remember the last time that there was a successful touch in Trinity's half for the Yellow Jackets. It just comes off Creek there. Sometimes it's about being in the right place at the right time. That's what that was. Because she definitely didn't know much about it. Played forward, looking for Ozimi. It's going to run through to the keeper. Cleared away. That's going to fall again for the Tigers. On the other side, really getting some sustained possession here. It's just all bogged down in this middle area. Although still in the Yellow Jackets half. Just trying to get the ball around, get it out, maybe do something with it here, the Yellow Jackets. Khan, though, gets stuck in, wins the throw. That's competitiveness you don't always expect to see at a 7-0 game.
Especially from somebody who's a consistent starter for you, who's in late in this point in the game.
Controlled by Ozimi, laid off for Khan to Boven. Back for Khan, who is still onside. Goes far post, just can't find the player. Maybe now a chance for the Yellow Jackets to break. Beautiful pass. Just miscontrolled from the Yellow Jackets. Madeline Harry worked well there to recover it, though. In the end, it's a throw for the Tigers. I think they'll take it. We're going to be getting close to that drinks break, though. We're about halfway through this second half. 7-0 for the Tigers. Ozimi with a beautiful ball over the top. That's a good distribution. Hannah Khan beats a defender. Defender's just walking at this point. Goes for Ozimi! Hits it over the bar. Yeah, she's got that look on her face that she wanted better from that. That's not a bad hit. Beautiful ball cut back for Ozimi. But she thinks about what could have been. We'll see it here. Cut back just. You know what? That looks closer on the replay than it looked in real time too. Decent effort there from Maya Ozimi. Scored the last time these two teams played. Well, nearly a bit of possession in the half for Howard Payne. Going forward, maybe looking for Khan there, just kind of played in the middle of everybody.
Yeah, I think the runs miscommunicated there. That ball from Harris. It's a good ball if Khan stays wide, but Khan just cuts centrally and the two just not on the same page.
Howard Payne squaring it. Trinity really don't want that ball getting in their own half there. There's a decent passage there for the Yellow Jackets. Ball going out wide for Heath. Cleared away by the Yellow Jackets. Tigers throw. 20 minutes to play here. 7-0. Tigers over the Yellow Jackets. Maybe we're not going to get a drinks break in this second half.
Well,
it is not any cooler.
No. I feel much cooler. I changed my shirt at halftime.
Yeah, we had a costume change here in the commentary position.
We had a late drink break.
It was a late break
on Friday.
Yeah, and Friday was like, what, with 12 minutes to go?
I think 16 or something like
Wildly late. To the point where we thought they weren't going to do it.
Yeah, I had given up that notion that there was going to be one.
Forward for Ozimi. Sends it out wide. Boven. Beats a defender. Khan's there and wants it. Blocked. Throw in for the Tigers. We're going to see changes coming. So for the Tigers, it's Williard back in. For Howard Payne, Ella Sutton, who did well defensively when she was on in the first half. She was involved a lot.
And the two center back starters both out. I think it's the first time we've seen that this season, that they're both out at the same time.
I think it would be. Centre backs get a lot more minutes than the others. It's going to be a corner here for the Tigers. I would make a quip. That's because they don't really run as much, but you'd get mad at me.
Yeah, I would get mad at you.
They're not covering the wing.
No. And it is true. Having played both center back and outside back, center back is a position that takes a lot more short distance running, and it's a bit more of a thinking game than a running game when you're playing in that position.
That's the brains trust of the operation. Ball sent in far post. I think it fell nicely, just maybe a little too powerful to really get control, get a shot away. So it's going to be a goal kick for HPU. Subs coming. Eunice Cruz coming in. Rueda in for the Tigers.
And a drinks break.
And the drinks break comes. And then also Plaisance coming on for the Tigers. Hannah Plaisance, I think. No, definitely not her debut, but she hasn't played a ton of minutes. Yeah, Hannah Plaisance comes on. Not her debut, but she has only played 5 minutes this season, so opportunity for her to get some extended minutes. First year forward out of New Orleans. Competed in track and field. She was a long jumper. She qualified for the state championship in long jump and the 400 meters. So she's quick. She'll be able to get forward. Oh, we're seeing another goalkeeping change for the Tigers. Lauren Little looks like coming on for Claire Binns, who has had literally nothing to do. Claire Binns.
Good performance.
Good performance. Clean sheet.
Perfect. No mistakes.
No mistakes at all from Claire Binns. who kind of looked around when the sub was announced. But so for the first time, Trinity are getting in all 3 goalkeepers. Just me looking at my notes, making sure I'm right, that they don't have a 4th goalkeeper. They don't. So 3 goalkeepers.
You could be their 4th goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, not for the women's team, I couldn't. That would be a... Oh, yeah. I do identify as a man. Even if vocally it doesn't always come across. But, you know. So, yeah. No. Definitely couldn't be the 4th for the women's team. I am 37, but I do have 4 years of eligibility still available, so, you know. If anybody's ever short a goalkeeper suddenly, could step in, concede about 20, but you know, we'd all have a good time. We'd all have a good time. Trust me, if I was in for this game, it'd be a very different scoreline right now.
Howard Payne be shooting from everywhere.
They'd be shooting from halfway and they'd probably score. They could shoot from their own net, honestly. They could clear it off their line and probably go in.
Have to get it pretty far for that.
It would have to be a big hit, which is probably the barrier there. So we get restarted. With about 18 minutes to go. 7-0 here for the Tigers. Ozimi goes forward. Big run there from Creek to put the pressure on to try and generate a mistake. Good turn though, which made it less likely to be a corner, and it wasn't. Hannah Plaisance on the ball. Back for Boven. Boven sends it across the face. Cleared away by Howard Payne. Half cleared. O'Donnell gets on that. Falls for Ozimi. Heads it across. Payne clear it away. Back with the Tigers though. Just so many Tigers so far forward. Boven back on it. Ozimi wants it. She's going to get it. Signaled exactly where she wanted the ball. That's where it went. Challenge came. Defense gets on it. Clears it away. That was a good ball out, and I just don't think that she was expecting it to come to her. Because that's a beautiful ball out. Could have been something really good there for Howard Payne, but she just doesn't expect it to come to her. She thought it was a more panicked clearance than it was, honestly. Boven gets round one, gets round two. She's opened up for the shot. The call from the bench was to hit it, but she didn't.
I just don't think the space opened up for the shot.
Header comes! Good ball in. Beautiful ball in from Plaisance. Ozimi gets up, gives it a header, but it's over the bar.
Header as well.
Now having a look at it, beautiful cross in. Right where Ozimi would want it. Just gets a little too under it, if I'm nitpicking. Howard Payne going to go long here. Picked out Boven. Over the top. Creek. Falls favourably for Ozimi. Flicks it on. No runners there though. Comes back out to Boven.
Boven having a lot of touches this half. A lot
of touches. It's another thing I wish we tracked. A touch map. Need a lot more people here doing the stats to do that though. Beautiful turn inside there from Havens. Cleared away. Into the Trinity half. Could be a touch. Could be a touch for the keeper. No. That was just disrespectful for the goalkeeping, really. Not to play it back. Over the top. I think she stayed on. She has. Opportunity to swing it in. Go herself. Oh, the player was there. Just couldn't get it away. Goes out for a goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. That was a golden opportunity there for Plaisance, I believe it was, at the far post. Beautiful footwork to create the chance. Comes out to Plaisance, who just can't get around it. I believe that was Camille Young with the ball in. Yellow Jackets looking to turn. Well feinted by Trinity to win the throw. Great work there from Plaisance. Fakes out for the throw. Thrown into Ozimi. Controls well. Keeps it under pressure. Boven back on the ball.
Oof.
Good run there from Plaisance. Beats two. She's beat a third too, I think. Swings it across. Chance comes. Maybe it got onto her a little quickly.
Yeah, it's just hit in with so much pace. It's really hard to deal with it. Just trying to get anything on it there.
Great ball in. Yeah, just kind of came off her shins for the Tigers. Really powerful ball in. Tigers back on it again. Played back for Creek. Boven.
Great turn.
Yeah, Rueda makes the turn. Ozimi's in space. Cuts inside one. Couldn't beat the second. The block came. Tigers try to get a shot away. Another chance of shot. Another block from Howard Payne. Shot from distance. High. And off the netting behind the goal. So it will be a goal kick for Howard Payne. The Tigers will make some more subs. Nina Pollock coming in. Madison Bargansky and Anna Newland. Which means for the first time, Anna Newland playing without her sister in college soccer. Played on the left. She was playing a little more centrally in the first half, but Ozimi just absolutely holds down that position. So short goal kick taken. Good ball. But the Tigers get it back again. It's been hard work here for the Yellow Jackets.
Again, been really impressed by Trinity's ability to make things work with different players in different positions. I mean, I think there's, besides the fact that none of the starters are on the field right now, there's also the fact that I think a lot of these players are not playing in their first or primary position where we see them play normally. So really impressed with everybody's performance today.
Ozimi has a go over the bar. Yeah, I mean, that's what these kind of games allow you to do, right? Look, you're 7-0 up with 13 minutes to play. It's unlikely that the result's going to change. And so gives you the chance to try things out, like putting players in different positions, playing different lineups. We haven't seen very many of the people that started the first half at all in the second half. Maybe 2 or 3. Tigers back on it again. Howard Payne just cannot get past halfway with any sort of sustained possession. It's going out for a throw-in for the Tigers here. It's definitely their biggest win this year. I'm going to be happy. They got off to a bit of a rough start a year ago, did the Tigers.
Still undefeated this year.
And they're still undefeated this year. So really great start to the season for them as they have one more weekend ahead of conference play. It's a tough one. They're going up to Virginia. They're going to play Christopher Newport and Virginia Wesleyan. So those are going to be huge tests for the Tigers. So coming off a game by us, great work there from Plaisance. Stood back, let the player commit, and then took possession. But yeah, Christopher Newport and Virginia Wesleyan. Because Virginia Wesleyan we talked about on Friday. They've already had a shock loss. Fell to UT Dallas while they were ranked number 12. And so the Tigers maybe going to try and catch them. That's kind of the kind of result you want before you head to a game like those. On a road trip like that where it's difficult against two really quality teams. You've got a big win, your confidence is up. You feel like, okay, we can go to Virginia and get those results. It'll certainly be much nicer temperature-wise in Virginia.
Yeah, fall will be starting there, even though it's tricked us into thinking it was starting
We
here.
thought for a minute it was that false fall we get in Texas. That one beautiful week where we were like, oh, is it happening? No. To be fair, we haven't got over 100 for almost a month now.
It's just great.
Which is fantastic. But with this humidity, honestly, couldn't tell you the difference.
Yeah, it's just The air is thick today.
Yeah, cut it with a knife. Howard Payne now with the chance to get forward. This has been the best passage they've had this half. Really good run there from Abby Wetzel, who was one of the starters, just couldn't finish it off. There's a touch for the keeper. Claire Benz is going to be on the bench, furious. She missed her chance to get a touch.
Where was my touch? She'll be jealous. Jealous of her teammate.
So the only goalkeepers that have had a touch today for Trinity are both named Laura. That is a beautiful challenge. That is stunning stuff there from Kaylin Gregor.
It's a better moment.
Really good stuff here for Howard Payne. Would have liked them to just go forward instead of going back because they had the numbers. Blocked Abby Wetzel's shot, but still falls to her. Good ball forward, cleared away by the Tigers. Could have been a hint of offside there. Back with the Tigers though. And so normal service resumes in terms of this half. It's going to be a throw in for the Yellow Jackets. Makes the turn under just a little too much pressure. Ozimi back on the ball. Cuts inside, then outside, then sends the pass. For Bagansky. Bagansky still on the ball. Swung in. Took a deflection there, I think. Oh, that's just gone straight up. Good recovery to deal with it. But again, just straight up. That's better. All you can ask for is a recovery like that where you get it clear. So another throw in for the Tigers. We're in the last 10 minutes of this one. 7-0 Tigers over the Yellow Jackets here at Paul McGinley Field. Quick reactions there, but still with Howard Payne trying to get it away. Really good block. Goes to ground. It's going to be a free kick edge of the area. It looked like a heavy collision.
Yeah, Nina Polak did really well there. Nice tap straight through the legs of her defender. Draws the foul really well. Sets Trinity up with a dangerous free kick. Ozimi standing over it right now. She has a strong leg.
She does have a great free kick. Really good direct free kick. Her distribution's great too, but she can hit him from here.
I think she just turned to the bench and said she's going to have a hit.
She had this smile on her face, didn't she? Basically, so you can set them up however you want. I'm not passing it. Whatever set play you've got, back of the net. That's what I'm doing. Look, we saw the Tigers set up a set play that Cam Smith just smashed into the net anyway. She chips it far post. Beautiful ball from Ozimi.
She had us fooled.
I thought she was going to hit it.
It's a great ball.
So goal kick in the end for HPU. We're having a look at this. Oh, there were 3 Tigers running onto it too. Really beautiful ball in from Ozimi. 3 players running onto it, just can't get there. So HPU back on. They do this again. I'm not a huge fan of it. They've switched it across the face of goal twice in that one play. And they've done it multiple times in the game. And if Trinity were a little more up on that, it could have been real trouble. It's going to be something they're going to want to cut out of the game.
What a ball.
Beautiful ball forward. Tigers with a great opportunity here on the left. Just played in between the 2 strikers. Cleared away. It's going to fall for the Tigers again. Good run forward here from Boven. Has a go. Oh, it was dipping. It just didn't dip enough. So it'll be a goal kick for HPU. Call from the bench was to shoot it. That's what she did. We're getting a look at it. She had a go. Just started dipping right before it went out. Needed to dip a little sooner than it did. And so HPU back on the ball after a goal kick. That's not the pass you want though. Goes straight to Plaisance. think she thought about having a go. Instead, she
what
beats
footwork.
2. Passes in between. Can't find a teammate. Back out for Plaisance.
Let's see if she does another croqueta here.
Went back for Boven instead. She's already got a few in the highlight reel, though, so, you know.
That's a,
Because she
that's
felt
a
she didn't
clean
need one.
though. A croqueta right between 2 defenders. Really smooth.
That was a beautiful pass. Corner kick here. I did see an Olympico in the warm-ups. So
Oh,
you've been warned.
could
I don't
be
think
on.
I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. I wish I could remember who it was. Go far post. Falls favourably. Blocked. Now maybe a chance on the counter here for HPU if they can move it quick. Tigers were awake to it though. Comes out. And it's grabbed by the keeper. So less than 5 minutes to go. 7-0 the score here. Tigers over HPU. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lebo for Tiger Network. Thank you for joining us. Next up, of course, we've got the men's game between these two schools, so stick around. That'll follow up about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes after this one. They do get a 10-minute warm-up, so probably around 15 minutes after we'll be back with the men's game. Separate stream for it, though.
This is a really smooth build-up from Trinity.
Beautiful ball to find Plaisance. Well cut out. Really good run there from Regan Knoll. Puts it out for a throw. For the Tigers, they take it pretty quickly. Rueda for Ozebe. Flicks it over the top. Little Rabona. Has a go! Just wasn't coming down enough for it. She sends it over the bar.
She's got a powerful strike.
Honestly, the Rabona almost deserved a goal. Little rainbow over the top of your opponent.
Nice little flick. Just up and over and turn like that. Hit it powerfully on the volley.
That's a hard skill. We saw a Ralston turn earlier today too, which I didn't flag. Of course, a Ralston turn because Ralston, Socceroos player in the 1974 World Cup, invented it, and then Johan Cruyff stole it in the next game. But it was invented by a Socceroo, so the Ralston turn. Decent ball, really good run here. This is a great run from Madeline Harry. Well dealt with defensively by Darian Williard.
Yeah, she gets across really well there. Needed to do so. They want to keep that shutout. They want to keep the season-long shutout. And so Williard, great speed to get across there and make a play.
Yeah, you don't want it, even though it would be 7-1, and that's still a great result if you're Trinity. You want to keep your clean sheet. Opportunity to get it into the box. Keeper says, that's mine, and she'll get a touch. She'll claim that. About 2 minutes to go here. Trinity 7, Howard Payne 0. Howard Payne next up. They've got University of Dallas at home on the 19th at 5 p.m. So you can see that at the usual Howard Payne broadcasting location. Trinity, and their next move is over to Virginia. Christopher Newport on the 20th on Friday, and then Virginia Wesleyan on Sunday. And then it's conference play for the Tigers. So the last non-conference contest, they're giving themselves a test. If they can come out of those, if they can come into conference play with a clean sheet on the season, that would be a phenomenal showing. Flicked forward by Ozemi. There's a really powerful run coming here from Plaisance. Puts the pressure on. Oh, that might have been left short. No. Keeper comes. Plaisance puts the pressure on. Did put enough pressure on, you know. Just a little heavy from the Tigers. Now.
Elsa Newland got a little excited on the bench there. Saw her
wanted
sister.
a sister having a chance. Tell you what, she's had some goals. She will score a goal before the end of the season.
Oh,
I'm
definitely,
convinced.
definitely.
Flicked forward. I think a big contest is going to be who's going to score the last SCAC goal for the Tigers. This last season in SCAC, they want to take that trophy home. Sent forward. Rueda signals for a run. Just in the closing seconds. Tigers maybe enough time to do something. I don't know if they're going to be too pressed about it. As they make a run up the left. 10 seconds to go. Ball's coming in. They might have a go here. No, it's going to run out for a goal kick. That'll be it. So Trinity Tigers run out 7-0 winners here. Big win for the Tigers. They keep their clean sheet for the season alive. But this one's all about the attack. Big result for the Tigers. Scott, run us through this one.
Yeah, great performance from Trinity in front of goal. Obviously, the shots on goal have gone up a lot since that first half, but for a period there, maybe 2 or 3 misses with 5 goals or something like that. It was a great start for Trinity in terms of finishing, and that's been a question that so far this year. They've made a lot of great opportunities. They just haven't finished them. Well, today they proved that they have been working on it and that they're going to get them finished, and it's a great way to get yourself confident going into some important games next weekend that you mentioned, and then conference play.
Yeah, big result here for the Tigers. Statement win for them. We'll see what happens at the poll on Tuesday. They're still undefeated, and that's a huge win. So we will see what happens. But stay with us on our other stream coming up. We're about to have the men's game between these two schools. We hope you'll see you there. From myself, Chris Hockman, my co-commentator Scott Lebo, and all of us here at Tiger Network. See you in a little bit for that men's game.